Hello, everyone. It's been a hot minute, and welcome to Questing. Are you gonna do it?
Oh, I think I did it. Ding.
I think we're up to I don't know. I feel like it's like episode 3 or 4 now. So sorry that it's been a long time, but I think Lorcana has been on the slow side over here. But since Worlds, we are all fired up again. So we are going to talk about Worlds today. We're going to catch up on a bit of what's happened in the meantime, in between that time before Worlds, which really is not much. It's just the Jafar, opening Jafar. I don't even know if we discussed about opening Jafar. I can't even remember.
I can't. Let's just discuss everything.
Yeah.
Since Jafar.
Okay, so I did another opening with friends, and that was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Coen also helped me with some games. So that was super fun. And you also opened your first, I feel like a full set box. Is that correct? A full box?
No, I had one in Acacias as well. I had 2 boxes for the first time though.
2 boxes. So he's pushing his limit, higher limit of getting an enchanted. And did you get one?
Of course I didn't.
No.
What are you talking about?
We tried. We really did try. I bought a case. Did I buy 2 cases or 1 cases? No, I definitely only bought 1.
No, 2.
Did I buy 2?
Cases. You I think you had like 4 or 5 enchanteds, right?
No.
How many enchanteds do you have?
I bought 2. I only bought 1 case, but the 2 boxes that I opened, I got really lucky because I actually got. See, in my case, I got the standard, which is 1 enchanted, but one of the other boxes actually had another enchanted, and that box was a double enchanted. No, is that right? No. I only got 2 enchanted. So 1 case I had 2 enchanters. There's no way that 1 box had 2 enchanters in it. 1 case had 2 enchanters. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So that was fun. No, I got 3 enchanters. That means I did buy 2 cases.
Yeah, but you got. So I remember you pulling a Perdita, Stitch,
and Jasmine. I got Jasmine.
And Jasmine, yeah. So it must be 2 cases.
Wow, guys. Oh, no, for sure it was 2 cases now. I remember now. It's all coming back to me because I bought from 2 different locals. So, okay, for sure. Okay, well, I went a little bit crazy and I bought 2 cases. The moral of the story is that I got 3 enchanters, which was really lucky of me. I didn't get my chase. I think my chase was the Rapunzel or what was the other one that I want?
The Mushu.
The Mushu.
Yeah.
Wow, my brain do be dead right now. I wanted the Mushu. The reason why I'm not really so, I guess, angry about it or upset about it is because I end up buying it anyways. So that's probably why my brain is like, oh, I got it anyways. I bought it outright. But 2 whole cases, I got no Namaris.
Yes, that's, you know.
Yeah.
It happens. It
happens?
I'm Namari number 5 at the moment.
Oh, no.
But still no enchanted. So I guess it's like you get your enchanted, but
that is
come
on. You know, what are the chances of 8 boxes not having a Namari?
Yeah, the chances are pretty low.
Not one single Namari.
Yeah. She's going to be the bomb after rotation for sure.
Oh, well,
she already is a good card.
I already had to buy some because I didn't have any. So good thing that I stocked up now at the low price of $50.
For 4 or for 1?
For 1. I think actually I bought it less than that. No, I think I bought it. Actually, to be honest, I think I bought it at 35, but now she's 50.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll hold on to my Namaris then. After rotation, I can sell that for
quite a nice penny.
Yeah. I can finally fund my other boxes so I can get a case.
I bought a foil one for 50. That's right.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes more
Okay, that
sense.
makes sense. Foil
Yeah, yeah.
legendary. Yeah.
So that has been what was going on, and then I think we've done a couple locals here and there each.
Yep.
And to be honest, at those locals, I've only probably played 2 or 3 from memory. And I've just been playing such random decks just to see how I feel. And yeah, it's been pretty slow. I can't say I really like any deck in particular. But I am playing right now currently Amber Steel, but more of a diggy diggy hole variant, but also slightly a bit more aggro. And it's doing like a 70% win rate, so we can't complain.
That's really good.
Yeah, 70%, not bad, not bad. So I've been getting a lot of draws because I think we're still playing 2 format, best out of 2. So there's been more draws and wins. So I don't know what will happen if I did 3s. But yeah, how about you?
I've been to like 4 locals now, I think, since the release, 4 or 5 times. Also more on the down low, just in a bit lower energy for Lorcana. But obviously now that the World Championships have passed and Fabled is looking closer and closer, I'm feeling the spirit come up again to start playing.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what about, have you been to any of the Trove sealed yet?
No, there's a Trove sealed for us coming up this Sunday at our locals in at Gameology. So I'll be trying to Brunswick represent. I'll try to win that playmat because it has Keen Eye on it.
It's mine.
It has Keen Eye on it. Brother Bear. I'm collecting all the Brother Bear things from Lorcana, so I need to get this one.
Well, you're gonna have to fight me because that's the last chance I've got to.
well, my sealed record is pretty good.
That is
I'm not
true.
gonna lie. I got third at the pre-sealed event last time that we played for set 8. I sadly, I think I tied for second, but the other one had a higher OMP. But yeah, this set I've been trying out 3 different decks.
Oh yeah,
and I've been loving all 3 of them. I'm not going to say which one I'm going to play during set champions, but I already know which one I'm going to play.
Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting.
I'm playing all 6 in color. So if I was at the World Championships, I would have had my decks ready.
Oh, so you're playing I play different deck for each different one you go to?
Yeah, so every week I tried a new deck. And
okay, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant for set champs. That's what you're going to do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I've played Amber Ruby. Specifically Racers deck.
Oh, yep.
Amber Ruby Racers. And it revolves also a bit around Tiana and Minnie Mouse. I think that's a really cool combo together. I've played Emerald Sapphire, Floodborn Shifts. That's actually been really, really good. I've been smashing people with that deck. And then the other deck that has also been performing pretty well is Amethyst Steel, Illusions.
Ooh.
So that's that's a bit more of the regular package you expect in Amethyst Steel. So you have your Diablos, Chernobyls, Crabs, Foxes, Elsas. But it also runs the new Jafar, the new Namaris, and then you have like the Iago and the Giant Cobra. So you can quest for free, draw a card, discard a card, and if you discard an illusion, you get to play it for free.
Yeah.
And it's really strong. Yeah, I've been having a blast with those decks.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's something different.
Yeah, I really think, to be honest, I think Amber Steel is going to be quite strong in our meta, in our current, when we get up to set champs. So I was going to say, I went to one other sealed. So I think the Trove sealed is specific for OCE. I don't know if America's going to do that or the UK is going to do this kind of event. So I'll put up the prizes that we're able to win for this event. And everybody is keen for the placemat. I honestly thought that all the locals were going to do this event, but it looks like only a selected few got the mat and were able to do this event. So and considering that is coming close to also store champs, I just feel like everyone's struggling to find a time to do all these events, but also a lot of us are all adults, if not all of us are adults with mostly full-time jobs, and it's kind of the middle of the year, which is the end of financial year for us over here. So it's been really burnt out with work. So I'm finding that a lot of people are finding it hard to do these events, especially for that one. And also Brisbane are doing their community thing, which is great, which I think is sponsored by Modern Brands or Ravensburg as well. Well, not sponsored, but they are helping out with prizing for that, which is really, really awesome. So they will get the opportunity for that playmat as well. But also the sleeves. They've got these kind of the purple Ursula sleeves that I saw also that was on World as well. And I've been wanting those sleeves for ages. So I'm jealous that I won't be able to get my hands on them. What else are they going to have their prize in there? It seems pretty cool. There's a lot of workshops on like painting your cards, just a lot of cool things. Cool. Yeah,
there's so much stuff going on there, and I think it's like also networking or community things and theory crafting and whatever. They have like so much stuff, and like big shout out to the team in Brisbane for organizing that. And really pulling the community.
It's going to be so much fun for this. I'm really jealous of that. So a lot of things are happening in Australia right now in terms of like events to try and pull people through out of the slump, I guess. But yeah, speaking of that, come so fast. Our set champs are starting next week, which is like crazy for me. It feels like a blink of an eye. All of a sudden we are there. But other than that, we thought watching Worlds will give us a little hint of, direction of how to play our, or kind of what to play during our set champs. But really, it just made me more confused. So anyway, so let's talk about Worlds. Did you or did you not enjoy watching it? What did you think for the first Worlds?
Oh, that's a good question. So I haven't watched everything Worlds because obviously, we live in a time zone that is hated by America. All their events are like in the middle of our night.
Yeah.
And I am dying. Oh, my cat's going crazy. I am in dire need of 8 hours of sleep every night, so I'm not staying up late.
Yeah. That's
however, trying to work. I've been watching every day. Like a quarterfinal, the semifinals, the finals. So I've seen a lot of matches now.
Okay.
I like the best of three form, or the best of three, and then obviously the finals best of 5 format.
Yeah.
With the conquest. So you have to win with a deck, and if you win with your deck, you no longer get to play it. I think that's a great format. That's copied from Hearthstone.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, like the conquest in Hearthstone. That's where it originally like. In card games, tournaments where we've seen it. And that includes also the bans and stuff. But the difference between Hearthstone and I heard this on the Lorcana podcast, and I kind of agree with it as well, is Hearthstone is like 9 or 10 heroes, or now even 11, I think. As if in Lorcana we have 6 ink colors. So that means if you have to bring all of them, you can only have 3, just a bunch of combinations. So there's not as much freedom in picking what deck, in what deck you're going to play, because there's just some deck archetypes per ink combination that are the best. Yeah. However, I do think we've seen some interesting decks in Worlds that I absolutely did not expect. So, Amber Sapphire. Hello.
Yeah, that was fun.
Everyone was surprised by that one, the Thunderbolt. So I think first I thought it was going to be a problem conquest, not enough creativity. However, I think the champions and all the great players at Worlds have shown really why they deserve to be there. Because they come up with the deck ideas that work for that format the best, and it actually shows a lot of diversity as well in the decks.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
But just the sealed, I'm not too sure about. I felt like sealed is really a test of. No, I just said I was pretty good at sealed, so I'm not trying to tap my own horn. But I think sealed is really a challenge to see if they can. If they're good at deck building as well.
Yeah.
But you're so dependent on what you get, right?
Yeah.
You're so if you get a bunch of trash, that just really stinks. So I think it's interesting, but I don't think it. I'm not too sure. Because it mattered a lot also if you made day 2 or not. Maybe if they do it for like if you get to go first or not, like to decide the seeding. But like having the first 3 games of sealed, I'm not. I think it's not. I'm still not sold on it. Yeah.
I agree with you. I definitely okay. So as the first world, I was super excited and
watch party as well.
Yeah, I hosted a watch party on my Discord. I have to say, half of us were dead. We were like, when is it going to start? It was getting to midnight and we're all like, but I was really excited. I was really pumped for it. I originally was kind of upset that that other people weren't going to be there, as in people who wanted to watch it or family and friends, because watching a lot of other worlds such as Pokemon and stuff, it's really the way that they film it. It just makes it so much fun when the community is there. You see everyone's families, teens, and it just brings a whole nother volume of
it's
fun.
Like a real event.
Yeah. So I was kind of sad it wasn't gonna happen, but then after I think about it, I was like, oh, but Disney is a whole nother level. Like, imagine having all these people coming into the parks. Like, I don't know, it could have been really dangerous maybe, and maybe so after a while I was like, oh yeah, I can understand why they try to keep it small, but I have to say the commentators, chef's kiss. They made it so much fun to watch. I feel like there wasn't a time where there was like crickets or anything like that. It just made it much more fun to watch, especially because if you're watching for the whole period of time, the whole 6 hours or whatever it is.
Did they have in between games like player interviews?
They did have play interviews. So Rebecca did the play interviews and she was so good. And then they also I like that they didn't have the same commentators for a long period of time. It was like they swapped out each game, and so it just give it a nice change instead of that whole 2 commentators for like the whole half a game, like half of the day. Like, so it was really fun. So that just means everyone got a little bit of rest, and I really like that. But I have to agree with you with the sealed. I just felt like, it would be so fun to watch all your favorite players do this sealed, and it's so much fun to be like, oh, how are they going to do this and how are they going to do that and stuff like that. So it was really fun for that. But you're right, like I feel like it's kind of sad. It was very unfortunate that some people, got perhaps bad cards. We don't know what they pulled really, to be honest. But I feel like a lot of them would be disadvantaged. And so that was really sad, I guess. I also agree with the format, the 3 format where you have your 3 decks and stuff. Like, I've never heard of it before. So for me, it was really super exciting. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, that's really interesting. But the one thing I will say that I feel like there should be, okay, so you do the part 1 sealed, and then part 2, choose your deck, and then the 4th one, I feel like they should do something where it's like your own deck, like what we do for set chance, where we pick out that one deck that we love or want to play with. I feel like it will show, because I feel like I don't know, like I just felt like the gameplay could have been a lot better. Like, I feel like watching all the other DLCs or champions or whatever you want to call it when I
Yeah, where you
before
see the meta
Worlds.
decks.
Yeah, like I watching all those other champions get their ticket into Worlds. Like it was, you can really sense their gameplay so much better. Like I don't know, like how do I say this? Like I felt like it was more average play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
felt
and
like these were more average than really like ooh interesting, not less more interesting, but like I don't know, more big brain
I know
players.
exactly what you mean. I know
don't know how
exactly
to
what you mean,
say
though.
it.
Yeah.
So that's why I wish that maybe there should have been like a final thing where they were showing the best of the best, like of their own abilities and their own cards that they've like done themselves, and like
top 8 or something.
yeah,
Top 8, like
or
the
even top
quarterfinals
4. I
top
I
4,
don't
yeah.
know. I just feel like that would have been so much fun to watch as well. But that's just me. I don't know. Things may change though. It seems like there's always changing. It's only the first one. I also thought the pricing was a bit sad.
It was odd to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same pricing, right?
I thought for the World Championship, maybe it's a boring prize, but I think there should be money. I think there should just be cold hard cash to win.
Let me call Mickey
tournament.
Mouse, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's not like they got plenty of money there.
I know. And I think because we're so used to seeing all the other TCGs handing out cash for these kind of events. And like, I understand people say, oh, but the cards are worth blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but Pokemon also gives you a card for coming first and cash.
And so what does DKP have to do now? Sell his card?
Who's gonna have 100k? Like I don't know. Like I just don't know. And then also like I'm not quite sure if Disney actually paid for their flights and accommodation. I don't know. We don't know to that extent. Yeah. But I know for Pokemon they do that. And depending on where you are on the ladder, I feel you get all of it or 10% paid, like sort of a thing for your flights and accommodation.
I assume they had to pay everything out of pocket themselves.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't be so upset of not getting world dates because they had to sort it out, you know, saving up money and stuff. So I don't know. I really don't know of that stand, but if they didn't have to pay, that's great. But if they did have to pay, that's also kind of more disheartening if you lost. But yeah, so I thought the prizes were like, couldn't you do a little bit better? Like you're just winning the same cards that you probably already won from doing all the other events. So I was like, True. Okay.
The trophy was nice though.
The trophy was nice, and the whole new world card obviously was the best. I would literally do a lot for that card.
We we can get. We can get the card.
Okay.
In December. In December, during we'll get a store event in December that we can win the card. That's what they announced. Yeah, so in December there'll be a special store event for locals, and
I must
you can
have missed that event.
Yeah, we can all obtain the whole new world card.
When did that came out? Was that during World announcement?
No, that was like it's before like. Maybe in April or March.
Oh, okay. I must have forgotten it, or but I really want that card. I'm gonna get that card.
The card will come.
Look, I'll make you a deal right now on our podcast. If I win the mat, but you win that card, I'll trade you straight up.
Oh, straight up! I'll give up that card instantly.
Okay, well there you go. We've made a deal. Anyway, it's on the internet now. You can't take back.
Yeah, no take backsies.
But yeah, so I thought that was a bit sad, but overall, I did really, really enjoy watching it as the first, and I'm so excited. I feel like the game will get better. The events are getting better and better. It's just that with all the news coming around, I know, and we all know that a lot of people are upset, especially in the other countries. They're upset. I'm fine with Europe. Our news. I'm fine with us. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit weird with the Auckland thing. It's just like they weren't very clear and people were getting like they don't know what's going on. But still, I'm okay. But I understand why the US and the UK are upset. They have every right to be. Yeah, I get it too. I would be disappointed too. Like you're looking forward to playing all these events and
Yeah.
then they just hit you with a nah, I'm
Oh,
gonna cut it.
just going to do free events,
Yeah.
and we're all going to do them on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get it, right?
Yeah.
Especially since all their events sold out, right, in the US
Mm.
last year. Well, ours wasn't even was only at half capacity
Yeah.
in Melbourne.
The UK is also really hard to get tickets, I heard as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Perhaps, look, I feel like maybe they're gonna,
they have
do
to.
more stuff that we just don't know about. Like,
The pressure on
yeah,
Ravensburger to make an amendment for this is
yeah,
so big. Like
yeah.
the outcry from Americans and Europeans
Mm.
on cutting back. I think if they just add one more, right? Add one in Las Vegas, add one in London, you're done. People are happy. You showed you listened. Add 2 tickets to Worlds. Bueno. No,
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. Maybe, yeah, that's true. You never know. They're gonna keep. I think they're gonna keep changing things. So
nothing stops them from hosting another DLC or just adding an extra one to the calendar. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You're right. But yeah, but I do understand everyone who's upset and I feel for you
Yeah.
because I think I would be very upset too. Because like you just like
Yeah.
looking forward and you're in a high already watching this world and then you get these news and you're like why am I spending all my money and effort and time, right? When
Yeah.
I can't even have a chance to play it, like, get out there and play. So
I think it's also worthwhile highlighting for because I think we have mainly Australian listeners, and Australians are like, she'll be right, right? And we
yeah,
got our DLC. We got our DLC in Melbourne
yeah,
again,
yeah,
and we got a challenge in Auckland this time. Well,
yeah.
not like a qualifier thing. But I've seen some people say some very nasty things to Ravensburger staff online. I'm like, mate, cut it out. It's not that
Really?
deep. Yeah, people like
From Australia?
no, not from Australia,
Oh,
but
okay.
Americans
Yeah.
online in the discords, saying stuff like "I wish them sleepless nights."
Oh,
I'm like, these people
God.
are trying to do their jobs, right? And they won't
Yeah.
get everything right all the time. And obviously, they've heard the feedback. They'll try to do
Yeah.
something with it. And if they don't, you're free to move on to the next game.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't go out of your way to harass these
Yeah.
people. I think it's such,
Yeah. It's
especially
not
in a
like they
card
can have the
game.
choice anyway. It's not like they're like,
Yeah.
yes, I'll
There's
add it now.
everyone who works a grown-up
Yeah.
job knows there are things behind the scenes that you have no influence over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think just wait and see what they'll do with the feedback,
Yeah.
and hopefully they'll things improve.
For
Yeah,
sure. But then on that note, also, when you said sad, I just remembered how sad I was watching World as well. Like, I know I was really excited and happy, but I was also sad because you watching your favorite players or players that you follow just not get through. But also, like, it was such a surreal feeling for me watching, like, two players that you really do love and you really do like and
yeah,
enjoy. And then one person lose, but the other person win, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so sad for him, but I'm so happy for him at the same time. It was such a surreal feeling because I was crying. I literally was crying when Zach Bivens. I was really rooting for him as well, but when he didn't make it, I was crying with him. But then also like with Mo, I was crying as well. I was like, no. But then
Mo
when
is
you
so
see,
wholesome.
I know, but then you see the other person who win, and you're like, oh yeah, like good for you too. And it was just such a surreal feeling for me because I was like, am I crying because I'm sad or happy? I don't even know, but I feel my heart literally was like ripped into two because it's like one for the other. And so,
and this is exactly why I agree with your suggestion to make them play like the decks they're best at as well, because I think it's the decks are like part of their identity. Like if I go into watch Worlds, I want to see Mo play Amethyst Emerald.
yeah,
I want to see DKP play his DKP Red Blue, right?
yeah,
And so I fully understand that point,
yeah,
and because it's like they have their own personalities with their own personality decks, and it's so.
Which they did play, by the way. They did play, but they didn't. But I feel like because the other person got to choose and vice versa. Like, I just feel like it would be great to see both parties being like, this is mine. And like, what are you going to do about it now? Like, I don't know, like kind of thing. Like, I feel, yeah. Or it would have been fun to see, like, if they did something juicy with their deck, with their own pet decks and stuff. Because they, knowing what the other person probably will play, right?
And then
but
counterpick and then...
Yeah, but anyways, look, we'll see what happens, what's going to come to the future. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but I have to say that considering with all these new TCGs coming out, in particular Riftbound, I'm a bit scared for the Lorcana community in Australia specifically because we're already quite small. I feel like Lorcana or TCGs in general in Australia, I think is probably small. And the fact that Riftbound is going to come in, I'm a bit worried that some people I already know a couple of people that are going to move to Riftbound. So I'm a bit worried and scared that Lorcana won't hold as much, and then eventually we may not even get a DLC because not enough people.
Yeah, so, that's.
If
no one's playing the game, there won't be support for it. And that will be very much a shame. So we all have to do our best. Everyone, even you listening, you got to get your friends to play Lorcana.
Because I don't know. So I'm a bit scared for that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But
if it happens, it happens, right? And then it just means that more of the playmats will be for us.
That's true. All the promos. Give me all the promos. Oh, I've been trying to get the Anna promo, which is pretty difficult.
I think, but this is natural. It happens with every card game, but I think Lorcana is big enough to survive. Yeah. And I'm actually really happy with Riftbound coming in because it means that some of the very competitive players I know some of the very competitive players are going to move from Lorcana to Riftbound because it looks
like monetary value. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that, and I think Riot is looking pretty solid on the competitive support for the game. I mean, they have a lot of experience with League of Legends. So
and online, they probably will have an online client.
They had Legends of Runeterra before, which was obviously already like the League of Legends card game online. So I feel like they probably have more experience and probably they put more budget behind their game, I assume, which is fine. I'm going to try it out. But I really like Lorcana. I like the gameplay loop.
Of course. Yeah.
So I'll keep playing Lorcana 100%. That's like my main game, and I think that'll stay that way for a long time. I'm really contemplating going to Auckland for the qualifier.
I think you should.
If they host a DLC in Singapore, I might go there as well.
Singapore would be really, really good. Yeah.
Because Singapore is not too expensive to go to from Melbourne.
But Singapore is expensive to spend the day or night.
I thought it wasn't that crazy.
Really?
When I was there in March, it wasn't too bad. Just watch out if you go to one of the hawker stands and you get like chendol and the ice is not good.
Oh, it's not good?
Well, the chendol was great, but I got food poisoning. Like I got like from the ice. My
from the ice.
The ice in the chendol, yeah. Like it was not clean.
Oh no!
So I was sick. Like my entire holiday was ruined. I was just in the hotel for a week.
Oh no, that's so tough. No, no, I definitely I would come with you for Singapore. It's just unfortunately like they. Yes. I mean, I know they let us know 6 months in advance, but I've already booked my holiday in a year in advance, guys. Like, come on, Disney.
They haven't said anything for Southeast Asia yet. Like it's all just general, like to be announced. Yeah. But if they go to Singapore, and I 100% believe they'll do one in Singapore, I'm definitely contemplating going because obviously the friends at the hideout in Singapore, they're all going, and I want to say hi again to them.
But when do you think they would do it though?
No, it doesn't say even when. It just says there will be 5 invites in Southeast Asia and 1 championship. So the assumption is that there will be 4 DLCs in Southeast Asia, which is a lot. Southeast Asia is getting more DLCs than Europe or America.
I think that's why people are really upset.
Yeah, so like I assume we'll get one in Singapore, probably get one in KL, maybe in Bangkok, and maybe Jakarta, or
I
maybe
don't
Manila or
know.
something.
Ooh, I don't know. That seems like
Hmm.
far fetched. For sure, Singapore, but I don't know about the other countries. So maybe they're
No, but
doing.
it's already confirmed that they get 5 invites for Worlds, with one being the championship. So that means there will be 4 DLCs in Southeast Asia, and I don't think they'll do in the same cities. So
Oh,
I
well,
really think
are we
Southeast
gonna
Asia is
do?
getting the deal.
Are we gonna do a questing Asia travels? uh, you know?
Hey,
Ooh, ooh. I mean, I wouldn't. My friend is in Manila, so maybe I can go visit her. Get some Lorcana in. It would be very
yes,
nice. But so I mean, I know we speak briefly about the world champions. Sorry, we can't give more insight. We are not pros, so I can't really go into all the decks and nitpick it or anything like that. We're just giving you our vibes. But yeah, it definitely has made me more inspired for sure. I'm definitely, after watching that, I'm definitely more inspired, and I do want to really, really do my best to see how far I can go. Will I get a world invite, guys, in 2026? Probably not. But hey, I will
hey,
definitely
I'm rooting
try
for you,
my
Lily.
best. Oh my god. Can you imagine me in a world invite? I would just be
Uh,
crying the whole time. Be like crying while
I
playing my
hope
cards.
if you or any of our group qualifies for Worlds, I'm going to America. I'm going to be there to cheer on, obviously.
From the outside, because Mickey won't let you in.
No. I think they'll. I highly believe that next year's World Championships will allow visitors, because they wanted to do visitors already this year, but they couldn't. And I think it's just the planning or something just got messed up.
Mm.
But I think because they already have everything lined up for the DLCs for next year, and they're probably going to do the thing in December or something,
Yeah.
the Worlds. I think they will have like the full convention in Florida or maybe in California. And I 100% believe. No, believe is not. Very much strongly assume that there will be visitors allowed and watchers
If not an invite, I would love to be a
attend.
commentator. Be cool. A
You could
commentator,
do the
hey?
Australian stream.
Yeah,
For,
I mean, another female on the team wouldn't hurt them. Just saying. An
yeah,
Asian female, by the way.
true.
Just saying, just saying. But yeah, Australian commentator. Yeah, where I commentate real time for Australian people at real time. You know what I mean? Australian
Everyone's
Eastern
sleeping,
Standard
man.
Time.
when the tournament's going on, everyone here
Yeah,
is sleeping. So let me just be sitting with a cup of coffee, like, yeah.
we will update you guys on how our set champs go, our sealed trove as well. You'll find out who wins the mat. Will it be one of us? Will it be none of us?
Yeah. Probably none of us.
Yeah, most like my sealed record is not very good. I always pull absolutely nothing.
Maybe you'll get the Limari this time. How about that?
I mean, that would be nice. I don't know.
Usually
I
you
don't
get
even know what box are we getting. What troves we're getting.
Jafar.
Oh, we are getting Jafar. Okay.
Yeah. So and usually per trove it's a minimum of 1 legendary. So there's a good chance you might get a Limari. It's like 1 in what? 1 in 12 or something.
Oh, okay, look, I'm not even going to say it out loud. I don't want to put it out in the universe, and then the universe hates me, and then I'm just not going to get whatever. And you know what? We'll update you guys. Will one of
Yes.
us get it? And then we'll update on, I guess, the season. What comes after the season? The next set, right?
Fabled.
Yeah. So
Fabled. Yep.
I'm personally trying to stay away from the media as much as I can because I want to be nicely. I think that's the fun part when you're opening decks and you just don't know what you're going to get. Or you've never seen these cards before, so I really want to try that and be really excited because Fable. I'm already excited for Fable, so I just feel like this will make it more exciting. Though I haven't been doing very well with that. I have seen a couple enchanters that will be in Fabled, so that's as much as I've seen. I haven't really seen card reveals because they haven't been really revealed yet. So I'm going to try and hide it as much as I can, unless I get a card reveal myself. That'd be great, but
that'll be really cool if you get a card reveal.
Your girl is trying, but yeah, it has been pretty slow, so I need to step up my game anyways. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing personally. I don't know about you, but yeah, so we'll probably update you guys after that because then I would have opened all my cards, my whole 4 cases. No, I'm not gonna be that crazy. I don't know. I spoke too soon. I really don't know how crazy I'm gonna be.
I think at the start when we started this podcast, we said we're anything but consistent. So we'll record when we record, and tonight is it's good to tell people because I've been listening sometimes back, and I'm like, wait, what? We are now right before set championships of set 8.
Yeah,
if you're listening, right before set champ set 8.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, Jafar. Okay, well, I think we're going to end it here. This was a quick catch up with everyone and just pure vibes. And we hope you guys are all staying warm in Melbourne or Australia. We're all staying warm and healthy.
And dry. Yes. Oh, yeah, and follow us on our socials on Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, now X. YouTube, obviously. Go to Lilspeon's Cozy Nook. And on Spotify and Amazon Music.
Bye.